guapísimos, el Vegeta 777 con otro video. Esta vez vamos a jugar Minecraft. Wait, why is it going down? Hold on, this shit is going slowly down.
What is up, guys? Welcome back to IWWcast, the It Wuz Written TV podcast casting. You know what it is. It's your boy JP and Brian Kill Them All, or he used to be Brian Kill Them All, because his channel is dead. What is up, bro? How are you? How are you feeling this day?
Brian killed himself.
I killed himself all the time. All right, it is 11:25 as at the time of this recording. So we're gonna talk about some couple things, you know.
Oh, I thought you meant by time.
Well, by time as we're recording.
It is November
25th. It is, what time?
6:35
as we record
in
this.
the morning. We're kind of tired, but you know it has to work like that.
So yeah, we're out here doing big things. We're gonna go straight into it. Anime. What's up with you, bro?
What's up with you? What you been watching? You know,
I've been watching Rurouni Kenshin.
I don't know what that is.
Rurouni Kenshin used to be a show that I used to watch in Toonami back in the good old days when Toonami used to have all animes from Monday through Friday. Rurouni Kenshin was one of them. I remember watching a whole bunch of episodes. I just realized now that it's on Netflix that I got to season 2.
How many seasons?
It's like 3 seasons.
Oh.
So I'm on episode, if I'm not mistaken, like 11, season 1. And I'm enjoying it. It's old. It's old. If I'm not, let's check it out.
The trusty phone. It is
Rurouni Kenshin.
You're not gonna find it.
According to Wikipedia, Rurouni Kenshin, Meiji Swordsman Romantic Story, also known as Samurai X, is a Japanese manga series written and illustrated by Nobuhiro Watsuki.
All the info that you needed to know. Let's see when.
Except the date.
The date. That shit would have been nice.
Published
in 1994. Original run. That's when the anime started. The manga project.
Wow. That means Yu Yu Hakusho is older.
Yeah. So yeah, it feels old. The voice acting is kind of whack.
A little bit out of sync, but that's
no, it's not out of sync. It's like whack. It's just like.
Wait, are you watching English?
English. The only reason why I'm watching it in English is because they have a Japanese dub. But the Japanese dub, Rurouni Kenshin is.
It's not a dub, bro. That's not original thing.
Okay, whatever. You know what I meant. But in the original voice acting, Rurouni Kenshin was voiced by a female, and I don't have a problem with that. But he sounds too much like a female, and it just doesn't fit to me. The character that it is. Also, another person, like off topic, but still kind of talking about anime. Another person that kind of annoys me in Japanese is Goku. I don't like Goku's voice actor.
Oh yeah, I can't do it. It's too high.
What's the guy in English? Shamel?
Shashimo, yeah.
Shashimo. That guy deserves it all. He's Goku in my book. But yeah, Rurouni Kenshin didn't really sound too good in Japanese. At least everybody sounded alright except the main character. It just sounded like too much like a female. And
see, a good female playing a character is Naruto.
Yeah, like
that's
kudos to both in English and in Japanese. They're flawless. That felt like
they resonated with that teenage
adolescent kid who's going through a lot of struggle. But not Rurouni Kenshin. So I'm watching it in English. Yeah, the action is so. No, I don't want to say so just because it's from an older generation and I'm watching it now. But I remember it being interesting, so I'm giving it a chance. And like it's decent. It's decent. So if you don't have any anime to watch, which the fuck, you probably have tons of anime to watch.
Dude, I haven't watched it.
I heard that Castlevania anime is pretty fucking good, and that they're making a Devil May Cry anime using the same people. So I need to get into the Castlevania, then probably get hyped for Devil May Cry.
I don't know, these video game ones are weird though.
But
like Persona.
But I heard
Persona's story is basically an anime. So
it's basically an anime, but people prefer playing the games. As that what I heard. I really want to play it, but I don't have time to play Persona. Those dungeons take fucking forever.
See, unlike with Legend of Zelda,
Legend of Zelda is beautiful.
like you can get engrossed. Like when you have time, you could be laying, which you should have been doing instead of playing Rainbow. You could have been on the bed engrossed into for an hour.
I can't. What I should have done was played and recorded some gameplay because I'm trying to do it for a Let's Play. I'm releasing this podcast on Monday, and on Tuesday we'll be releasing our first hour and 45-minute special of Legend of Zelda, getting out of the Great Plateau.
That is not how long it took me. It took me like an hour, like give or take. But
I was reading most of the text. I was taking it slow, letting people like feel out the game. Whoever hasn't played it.
See, that was my problem. I had a Let's Play with Mario, but I just like rushing through games. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's just
so now I'm gonna have a little bit more fast pace after the release of my first episode of the Let's Play of Legend of Zelda. But anyway, let's get back to anime. Right before I got interrupted with other shit.
Okay, so what I am watching currently is I've been watching Tokyo Ghoul and hold up, I still don't know the name for this anime. It's the bunny one. Hold on.
So while he looks for that, I've also watched Tokyo Ghoul. I've watched first season and second season.
I've watched half of the third.
You've been on the third season?
Yeah.
The Re?
Yeah.
I still haven't watched Re.
That's the weirdest bit. Alright.
But I want to get into it because I really enjoyed it.
I've watched the four. Okay, the four.
What is it called?
Rascal does not dream of a bunny girl senpai. So.
You're getting to the weird stuff.
No, that's some weeb shit, but yeah, that's what I've been watching.
So how do you feel about Tokyo Ghoul?
I don't know. It is very depressing though.
It is. It's super melancholy, and like I feel like every time there's no like relief. There's just like pain, more sorrow. Fuck you, fuck that.
So far. Yeah, I feel like, and halfway through Re, it's been the same way, but.
No spoilers for me, man. I'm trying to watch Re before we could. Actually, after we watch Re, me and him together.
Don't worry, I'll be finished by tonight.
Yeah. we'll give a good take on it. Anyway, I did want to take a little time to tell you guys if you like any of the information that we talk about in each podcast and want to know more information of our own thoughts about it, we'll make a separate video if you're interested about anything that we talk about. We try to give each little thing a little bit of time, and I know it doesn't give us enough time to get really in depth completely into it. So if you want more information on a certain topic, we could make a whole video on that topic. So yeah, now let's move on to soccer. Since you know me and my brother love soccer, I've been kind of slightly jumping off watching too much soccer right now just because I don't know, I'm on a different wave. But
you can't help but notice that yesterday when you came in watching Barcelona Atletico Madrid,
I had to sit down for that one. So yesterday, my Spain team, Atletico Madrid, was playing against the one and only Barcelona. Barcelona was losing for most of the game.
They clutched out a 1-1 victory.
A 1-1 tie right at the end.
Still victory for them.
A 1-1 tie at the end. Right when everything seemed dismal for Barcelona, they came up. Messi's amazing pass to the one and only Dembele, the best youngest player in the world, quote unquote. The Leonardo Raphael, and Donatello, not any of those Ninja Turtles, because Mbappe looks like a Ninja Turtle. He's the fifth.
Yeah, he was the fifth. He was born in a little box. He had a what's
he was mutant like.
What's that rat name?
Splinter. They were both
That's
Splinter. Splinter's the rat.
All right. Well, he was raised.
He was radiated. He was raised. Then he moved away. That's why he's never in the Ninja Turtles.
She said Leonardo the cat.
Anyway, so a sad tie because I felt like my team was gonna win. But another team of mine did win. Liverpool came out with a 3-0 victory
against Watford.
Point for Mo Salah, Alexander Trent, Alexander Arnold, and Firmino.
I mean, that goal was that was all Mane.
That was all Mane.
But
He just came through. You know what I mean. So victory. Liverpool is still one of the best teams in England right now. And speaking of another team in England, your boy.
It's the team I support right now, Tottenham Hotspur. They destroyed. They could have destroyed even more, but they destroyed Chelsea 3-1 with the wonderful goal from Heung-min Son, which their
It was well deserved because this man was fighting. He had multiple chances, but nothing. He could not finish his dinner yesterday.
No, but
at the end, he came up with a fantastic goal. I might just put that right in the video. Was sad before wonder goal. So we'll put that video clip thing right at this moment, show you how amazing that goal was. Anyway, what else? Soccer related news. And most people don't know, or they do know, because most people don't follow. It's a weird thing. You know what? Let me backtrack a little bit, because South American soccer, like the tournament La Libertadores, is if you watch it, you watch it, and if you don't, you probably don't even know what it's about. Most people just focus a lot on European soccer,
which is understandable.
There's a lot better quality football, and to be honest, to our point, that there's a lot better fans in Europe, because God, even though there's fucking crazy fans in Europe, and we could like kind of name out some places. Turkey, but. In the Liga Libertadores, we're in the finals. Boca Junior and River Plate, two teams from Argentina, Buenos Aires, are in the final. Both made it to the final of the Libertadores. And if I give you a little recap, the Libertadores is like best teams all around South America, different countries of South America.
And Mexico.
No, they not this year. They weren't allowed because some rights issues. But that's not here nor there. So basically, a whole bunch of teams in every country in South America play this tournament, and then the top.
It's basically the champions.
Yes, it's the champions for South America. And these two teams made it, and first time a torrential rain was happening, so they canceled that game. The game that was postponed till yesterday was canceled because was it yesterday? Yeah, it was yesterday. Was canceled because crazy fans of River Plate started throwing rocks, anything they could find, to the Boca Juniors bus that they travel in, and destroyed their windows, hurt some players. So these fans were fucking crazy, and yeah, they dealt a lot of pain, and it was postponed to today, but since they wanted to like fix this issue because of like basically hate towards the team, they decided to cancel it today as well, November 25th. So to this date, we still don't have an official date for the final of the Libertadores.
See, that's why I agree that a final should be one game and not two legs. Like a semi-final or something like that.
Yeah,
like
makes sense. Cause they already let's clear that point up to people. They have two games in the final. They play one match in each of their homes. So they played in Boca first game, and it became a tied game, 2-2. So now they're gonna play in River Plate's home field, and nothing, bro. This has been cancellation after cancellation 3 times so far, and we still don't have a date. So, it's crazy. Alright, so let's move on to some video game topics. Let's talk about Operation Wind Bastion one more time, and let's talk about our experience with it. So far, we've been playing on the tactical test servers or the technical test servers.
Tactical.
The technical test servers, and what do I feel? To this moment, I haven't played with the operators just because I can't get them. People are really just crazy sniping. I'm not even trying. It's not that important to me to snipe these characters, but I do want to get eventually some time.
But these playing in the server gets you experience to play against them.
Yeah.
That's why you're still.
Yeah. So far I haven't really noticed their presence as much in the technical test servers as other operators from past operations. Nomad, I did face Nomad one time, and I did get knocked back, but I managed to kill her. And then I haven't really felt Cade, whatever his name is. I haven't felt his presence. I've seen him. His pistol's fucking hardcore though, but his
presence is still there.
Yeah.
That freaking charge is so much better in Bandit.
It is.
For some circumstances.
But I haven't seen people like really use it to its full potential. But that's understandable since people are still trying to figure him out. I played the field actually, the Moroccan field, and I don't know, it kind of reminds me of Border in a sense, but I don't know, I'm still, you know, it's not that I don't feel it. It feels like a new map. It feels like none of the vanilla maps. It feels like a new map, but at the same time, I don't know, it feels kind of familiar in the sense of it feels to me like Border in a sense a little bit.
For me, it feels more like I forgot that much.
What is it from?
Dang, I forgot. It's the one that got Heifer Base.
Heifer Base? It does too. I was gonna say that when I first played through it. It feels like the new one too when you get inside, but then it gave me that feel of Border. So yeah, we still need a lot of time to play around with the new operators, or at least start getting to play with the new operators and play on the field. But yeah, at least I'm feeling pretty comfortable on the new field. There's one spot at the top where you could fucking spawn peek.
You could run out.
Yeah, you could run out straight.
Yeah, you can.
This doc almost tried to kill me through that spot. Couldn't, died. But yeah, what do you feel?
No, I haven't played that map that much, but I have played with the new operators quite a lot. Kaid, I like his whole existence. Plus his shotgun's a slug one, so it's like vigils.
Okay.
So it's really good. That is good. And his pistol's really good too, and his gadget's really good. So I like Kaid altogether. Kaid and Nomad. Her gun, I don't like the new guns at all. Like none of them. I like Kaid's, but I'm talking about for like the attackers. Since Maverick, Zofia, all like the DLC ops, they all feel like the same like tinny sound thing, and they could be good, but they don't have that OG feel like R4C, like from Ash, you know, just fast shooting, you know.
So you don't like what's it called, Habanas?
Habana's the only exception, but it's still kind of weird. It's still weak.
I feel you. I understand. These new operators are. Yeah, they don't have that nostalgia in my sense. Like Ash was a great operator, and it's like one of those operators that anybody could use.
Yeah, but I think that before all the guns were unique.
Yeah.
Like they all have their own sound. They all have their own feel.
What operator are you using right now?
Bandit and Ash.
Nice. I'm using Ash, but I'm trying to switch it up a little bit. When it comes to attacking, I'm using Sledge more often. Thatcher. Not as often, but I am using him. I'm using what's her name? IQ a lot more because I'm liking her gun. Even though I don't really use her like radar as much anymore, but I'm definitely doing it for her gun. And also on attacking on the TTS servers, I'm using Buck. I'm feeling Buck now. On defense it's been the same. Caviera, Vigil,
I think
that's about it. Or when I try to be inside the objective, when I try to anchor, I'm using Doc, Rook, Frost.
See, I've only been playing on attack, Ash, Thermite, or Maverick, and on defense, Caviar or Bandit. Like I said, Bandit's gadget is kind of weak now compared to Kaid with his gun. You know, it's out of this world.
There's still no gun that compares to that gun, and if ACOG ever comes back to that gun, that character is just a savage when it comes to just like being able to have that much like control
and mobility.
Control, mobility, like the ability to shoot from long range, medium range, and just be an all-out beast for the runouts.
I like it better than Jaeger because his gun shoots fast.
Yeah. So anyway, we're gonna move on to the next topic. What do you think about Let's Go? What do you think about it? I mean, I know you have the game.
No.
What do you feel about? I know you've been watching a lot of videos. What do you feel about Pokemon Let's Go Eevee and Let's Go Pikachu?
Like I don't like the Pokemon Go aspect. I thought I didn't like it, but like it's just very interesting. You know what I'm saying? It's different.
I feel you.
But it's a card. It's just. But it still has, the overall, it still has that like nostalgic feel, and every single time a new Pokemon comes out, I'm always I always watch videos about shiny hunting and stuff because it's interesting, even though they're doing just running around in like a circle.
So it gives you that, and I feel like from a perspective of being outside looking in, because I also don't own the game, I think it's alright. I think like all the hate for it is understandable, and there's aspects that I don't like about it, but
we have to realize that it's not a main Pokemon.
Yeah, it's not a real Pokemon game.
It's like Yellow.
Yeah, it's like Yellow with a little bit less of a difficulty and more emphasis on catching Pokemon, like Pokemon Go. And it's trying to get a new kind of consumer and being able to also give you that nostalgic feel for all those people who's been playing Pokemon for the longest. So yeah, that's pretty short, pretty sweet. I'm gonna talk about my thoughts on Fantastic Beasts. I saw the new one. I think it's called Crimes of Grindelwald, if I'm not mistaken. The title is something to those lines. But I enjoyed the movie. I watched the first one. I've watched most of the Harry Potters. And I enjoyed it a lot. To not spoil too much, it's just basically try to stop Grindelwald from getting that kid from the first movie. Stuff happens, learn cool little, I would say Easter eggs or connections to the other movies, characters that inhabited the Harry Potter world at that time, and it's just like, wow, you're seeing them younger and stuff like that. So recommend for anybody who wants to watch a cool movie. It's 2 hours and some change. Interesting movie. So anything you want to leave the people with?
No.
Okay.
But I'm just blanked out. Tomorrow I have school.
So you're out of it. So I'll give you the book recommendation of this week. Pass the book of recommendation of this week. So I'm trying to start to do this on the podcast, the book recommendation. I do read books. I have a book collection, and
Yeah. Okay. So the last book recommendation was in the last vlog instead of the last podcast.
Yeah. I do want to give a more in-depth analysis of that book from my vlog video, but this recommendation is do less. It's basically how to declutter, de-stress. It says it right here, work smart, not hard, save money and save time. It basically teaches you that you don't need to be buying more. You should be trying to buy less, clean up all the clutter that you don't really use. Yeah, cut down. Because when you don't have so much stuff, it kind of keeps your mind open and clean, and it reduces stress, and it shows you what really is important and what really isn't. So I mean, I've read this book multiple times, and it's like a good book to have to keep like reminding you what you should kind of be doing. It kind of gives you like it's broken down in pretty easy, like digestible paragraphs where you could kind of open the book at any point and kind of learn something from it and kind of refresh your memory. So I really recommend this book for anybody who wants to read anything basically. If you could read this in your free time while you're taking a shit, yeah, basically you could leave it also as a decoration on your counter if you do that.
It's kind of clean.
Yeah. That's do less, bro. Less is more, basically. And my last philosophy. Let me bring that back. Bring that back for a second. I want to leave you guys off with a quick thought. That's how I want to end the podcast or IWWcast at every episode. Give you a little something to think about. Food for thought, if you will. The saying is, you could do anything, but you can't do everything. Basically, I mean, you could choose to do anything in this life, but you can't do everything. So focus on something. Just apply yourself. Focus really is the key. Focus and consistency on this one or a couple things, and you'll find success in it. So yeah, it's your boy JP.
And Brian.
Like and subscribe. You'll see more videos on your boy Brian's channel, because he's been dead on arrival since like a year ago. That's the last time you posted something, right? A year ago?
I mean, before the vlog, it was 8 months ago. So it wasn't that bad actually.
But you'll see a resurrection on his channel. But yeah, like and subscribe. We'll put all the links to his channel, my Twitch channel, and yeah. Thank you guys for watching. Like always, peace out and have a wonderful day.